Hello traders, welcome back to my channel. So these are the two trades which I taken based on the concept of candlestick wick reading the volume. So if you are new to this YouTube channel, let me introduce about the CWRV. CWRV stands for candlestick wick reading with the help of the volume. So this concept is only used in the binary options and do not try to use this concept in other than binary options. So mainly we will use only the two platforms because to trade the CWRV we need a real volume. So real volumes are only available in the platform previously IQ option, now Xnova. So why we choose Xnova? Because IQ option is not available for the Indian users. So I shifted to Xnova. Coming back to the withdrawal and deposits, any platform I won't recommend to do the deposits and the withdrawals with the help of a UPI and bank transfer. So try to use the USDT or Bitcoin. So I will recommend the crypto payments like Binance, Bybit or CoinDX. Okay. So let me explain about the two trades which I taken based on the CWRV concepts. So first of all, the GBP USD pair. So to analyze these candlesticks, we need to must and should use the last four candlesticks data. In the CWRV concept, we have to understand the last 3, 2, 1 and 0. So why we are using the 0 candle? Because this is the initial candle. We can analyze the last 4 candles also. But it is better to use from just last 4 candles, which means we have to understand the 0 candle to third candle psychology, which means we have to understand whether what are the buyers and the sellers, which party is weak or which party is strong. Okay, so I would recommend you to observe carefully because I'm explaining the CWRV concept directly in the YouTube videos only. So I stopped the online classes. So there are no more online classes to learn. Okay, directly I will uh, explain in the YouTube videos. You can try this concept by your own. If you have doubts, you just make a comment in this video. Right. So start from the 0 candlesticks. So 0 candlesticks, you can observe this is the opening price of the green candle. First the seller center, after that the buyer center till to the top, then sellers rejected. So which means from the upper side and the lower side we will call this as a seller center upper side, also from the lower side. Right. After that what happened? The volume of these buyers is very high. That's why it is a bias candle, which means even though the decrease of the body from the previous one, these buyers are saying that we are strong. That's why it become a buyer's candle. Now on the first candlestick, coming back to from the lower side, this is the opening price. Sellers doesn't even to a single point. So this wick from the lower side is negligible, which means from starting to the end there are full of buyers. There is no entry of sellers at all in these candlesticks, which means in the previous one sellers has entered, which means you can say in the 0 candle the sellers are weak. So these weak sellers in the first candle doesn't enter even a lower side on the upper side like the 0 candle. So which means the sellers which you are saying that they are weak. So this volume belongs to the sellers. Why I am saying that sellers? Because there is no entry. Which means these strong buyers are getting strong again. Okay. Now coming back to the second candlestick. In the second candlestick, what happened? Sellers are weak, which means low volume. Second candlestick, from lower to the top of the candle, there are no participation of sellers here also. But how it become a seller's candle? So this candle is a card, we call it as a exhaustion candle. Okay. So what happens sometimes if you see a Marubozu candle with the high volume, I would recommend in the based on the CWRV concept, it is part of one rule of the CWRV concept. Do not try to place the trade for call option or the put option, because this Marubozu candle with high volume has a two types of theories. One, it will act as a upward direction, sometimes it will act as a downward direction. So there are 50-50% chances. So I would recommend you do not try to place that trade. According to my experience, please do not try to take the trades when you see a Marubozu candle with high volume. Okay, in upcoming videos I will explain why it is a reason why should we not take the trades for the buy or sell. So we have to keep it like this, which means here the volume is sellers, the third candle is sellers, which means the volume of the sellers has gradually increased from comparing to the previous one to this one. So which means the sellers has increased and candle is a sellers candlestick. So what happened at the first candle? Sellers are weak again. Now suddenly the sellers become strong. If the sellers are strong from candle 2, previously they are weak again, they are strong. If they are strong, they have to be strong again. So what are the bias scenario? The bias are just they are here. If this is a Marubozu candle, the volume is high, which means here buyers are less than sellers, which means if the buyers are 100 members, these sellers are 102. So that's why it become a bias. So when you see a seller's candle, it doesn't mean that these buyers has no entry, which means there are 100 number of buyers. So these 100 number of buyers entered upper side and the lower side, and they make a red candle as a spinning candlestick. Even though the candlestick is a spinning candlestick, these sellers are saying that which seller? Strong sellers. These strong sellers are saying that we are still strong. So that's why I traded for the next candle as a sellers. What happened if you see the low volume? If you see the low volume, these 100 number of buyers entered upper side and the lower side, decrease the seller's body. So while you observing the entry of the buyers on upper side and the lower side and decrease of the body suggests that sellers volume is decreased by the buyers. So if you see the low volume, you can easily go for the buyers here. Okay, I hope you understand this one. If you have any more doubts in this example, you can just comment in my comment box. So Euro JPY, the next one. So here also very different kind of topic, color change patterns. So start from the 3, 2, 1 and 0. So 0 candlestick, what happened? The 0 candlesticks opening price, buyers enter, sellers enter to the low, again buyers enter. So buyers enter upper side and the lower side. So this area is totally belongs to buyers, this area. So with the low volume, here the volume comparing to the previous one is low. So if there is a low volume, this belongs to sellers. So sellers are low, that's why it become a green candle, which means in the 0 candlesticks, buyers enter upper side and lower side. These buyers decreases the sellers volume and also the body. That's why it is a green candle. Coming back to the first candle. So what is that overall scenario from the 0? 0 candle scenario is that sellers lost their power. Why? How? Bias. Due to the buyers. Now, if the buyers are entered upper side and the lower side and they came as the buyer, then they have to be strong. So what is the rule for the CWRE? If any party is strong, they have to be strong again. Simple. Okay, I will repeat again. If any party is strong, they have to be strong again. Okay, I'm just revealing the CWRE secret here because I'm not at all interested to teach online classes. Okay, so many of them couldn't afford the fee of online classes, so that's why I'm directly uploading in the YouTube video. Okay, if any party is strong, they have to be strong again. This is the secret of the CWRE, that no one in this YouTube history or in the CWRB history, no one tell you the CWRB secret. This is a main secret. Today I'm revealing this secret just to help you. Okay, so candle number 1, if the party is strong, they have to be strong again. So what is happened at the third candle? This is the opening price. First sellers enter. Sorry, this one. This is a overall buyer's area. So these sellers break this buyer's area. Even though the buyer's area is break, these buyers are saying that we are strong. We make a huge green candle. So how we have to analyze this candlestick and how we have to create a candlestick psychology. So candlestick psychology in this particular candle will be like this. The seller's entry breaks the previous buyer's area. So which means there are sellers which are coming back again. This is the first point. Second point, when the buyers are rejecting from the lower side, these buyers are saying that we are still strong, countering to the sellers. So they are countering from the lower side till to the top of the green candle. So basically they are saying that from lower side to the top we are buyers. If we buyers are here, now we buyers are here. So overall there are full of buyers. Then why the volume of this buyers is low? If there are only buyers, why the volume is low? This suggests that this volume belongs to buyers. So buyers lost their power. That's why it is a seller. Same here. Second candle. So what is happened to the second candlestick? Buyers enter upper side and the lower side. They increase their volume. That's why it is a buyer. Clearly you can observe just lower side rejection. This is a lower side rejection. Upper side rejection is the sellers. Lower side rejection the buyers. Compare the rejections. Buyers are strong. Lower side rejection compared to the body, buyers are strong. So which means these low buyers entered upper side and the lower side decreases the buyers. And they are dominating here. How? By increasing their volume. That's why it is a buyer. So same thing happened at the candle number 1 and candle number 3. You can easily observe. So observe carefully here. Similarly, like candle number 1, sellers first entered. They get rejected by the buyer. Buyer reached to the top. Sellers enter. So basically they are saying that we sellers are enter break the previous buyer's zone. Same like here. After that buyers are saying that which buyer? The strong buyers saying that we are strong. We make a pin bar type candlestick. On the upper side of the sellers are saying that the entry which you are observing from the first side is a sign that we sellers are coming in the market. Alright. So the lower side till to the top and upper side and the lower side and the entry says that sellers decreases the bias. So that's why it is a red candlestick. Okay. So I hope you understand this CWRV concepts. If you have any more doubts, you can just comment in my comment box. I will try to explain in the next video. Okay. And moreover, you can use 1 minute time frame with 1 minute expiry. If you are a beginner, I would suggest to go for 5 minutes with 5 minutes expiration time. Right. So if you want to create a Xnova account, in this video there is a link directly. You can click on that link. You can create a free demo account for the Xnova. Okay, I hope you understand today's concept, how we have to read the candlestick. So if you have any particular doubt, just comment in the comment box. We will discuss on the next one. Thank you.